Hey, would you like 10,096,049 views? Really, that's funny because I actually got 10,096,049 views by implementing the same YouTube SEO practices that you're gonna learn in this video. So follow along, get more views, make more money, because we all know that money is fire and videos, there are liars.
So welcome to the fire. I'm the one with the lighter.
What's up guys, Augie Johnson here with VidChops.com, where we're here to help video creators grow their audience and make more money by taking the burden of editing totally off their hands so they can focus on more important things in their business. So if that sounds good to you, then go ahead and hit the subscribe button and click the bell so you don't miss a video. Getting videos ranked on YouTube is the Holy Grail. I remember back in 2013 when I got my first video ranked on YouTube. It was a Kyrie Irving basketball crossover tutorial, and it actually got ranked for the search term, how to cross over in basketball. These were exciting times, my friends. I was so excited, I remember telling my parents and my girlfriend at the time and a couple friends to, hey, go on YouTube and search how to cross over in basketball and see what shows up. I mean, they were impressed, I was impressed. I was proud of myself to finally have some of my efforts pay off. And to this day, that video has gotten over 2 million views, with 1.4 million of those views coming from search. You see, on YouTube, you can actually see your traffic sources. You can see where your views are coming from. Are they coming from people searching? Or maybe your videos are being suggested. There's just different kinds of traffic source that leads people to your videos. I mean, think about it. Out of those 2 million views, 1.4 million of them came from people going on YouTube and searching how to cross over in basketball or how to cross over like Kyrie. And the best part about this is, if I'm a business selling basketball training, which I am, then I can get right in front of people in the right place at the right time. Okay, so you get it. Targeting search is important. And if you stick around to the end of this video, I'm gonna prove just how important search is, and I'm gonna prove so many of these YouTube experts wrong who keep saying that most of your views are not gonna come from search. So stick around to the end because I do in fact have some evidence that's going to reveal the truth. So without further ado, let's jump into today's video where I'm going to be teaching you guys all about YouTube SEO. Remember, this channel is all about keeping it simple, so I'm going to break down the entire SEO pipeline in just 4 easy steps. And yes, it does start before you even create the video. Step number 1 is keyword research. So before you even go and create the video, you're gonna have to come up with some video topics that you're gonna create videos about. And now this is where you wanna do your keyword research. So basically what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna brainstorm some ideas and think of what kind of topics are people that I wanna target searching for on YouTube. Come up with a list of maybe 4, 5, or 6 different kind of separate general ideas and then head back over to YouTube. Once you get onto YouTube, you're gonna go ahead and punch in your first term right into the search bar on top and hit search. Make sure that you're using Google Chrome and make sure that you have the vidIQ extension or add-on installed into your Chrome browser. And if you don't know how to do that, just do a Google search for vidIQ Chrome extension and you'll find it. Okay, so you took your video topic and you punched it into the search, you hit search, and now you're looking at a whole bunch of different videos. Take a look over on the side of your screen and you're gonna see the vidIQ stat breakdown, and you can analyze what kind of keyword this is and if this is a keyword that you wanna target. What we're looking for is low competition but high search volume keywords that we can target. Now, if you're a brand new channel, then you can't be all that picky about search volume. Really, if you're a new channel, then just look for low competition and don't really worry too much about the search volume at this point. The reason I say that is because even if you're able to get your video ranked for a search term that says it has low search volume, it's still gonna be a major win for a brand new channel. So if you think you found a term that does have that high search volume, low competition, then you can just go with that. You can now go and create a video based on that, but normally it doesn't work out like that. You're not gonna like hit a home run on that first search. So what I recommend doing now is clicking on the top video for that search term and checking that out. Now, if you scroll down and you look at the right-hand side of the screen, what you're gonna see is there's an area that vidIQ provides that shows all of the different tags that video is used. So you're gonna find the same tag that you inserted somewhere in that list. So go ahead and click on that one and it's gonna bring up a whole bunch of different recommendations. Now what I like to do at this point is I like to sort and filter all those different results so that I can see even more keywords and find ones that have even lower competition and more search volume. You're really gonna be able to find some really good gem keywords by doing this strategy. So at this point, that first search term that you came up with might not be the one you want to go with. I mean, you can look through that list and you can pick out a few that have low competition and high search volume, and you can create a list of keywords that throughout the next weeks or months you can create videos for to try to target. So once you found that keyword that you want to go with, just go ahead, choose that keyword, and let's move on to the next step. Okay, so step number 2 is to create your video. And as you create your video, you need to keep SEO in mind. If you don't know, YouTube is gonna rank your video not only by using the keyword in your description and your title and your tags and having a good thumbnail and that kind of stuff that we're gonna talk about in just a bit, but it's gonna rank your video dependent on watch time. If that video is able to garner a lot of watch time, and if people that click on that video are watching it all the way through, it's really gonna help you with your YouTube SEO. I mean, this is probably the most important part of this whole equation, is creating a good video that keeps people watching. And that's why I've included it in this YouTube SEO video, because doing the keyword research and optimizing your title and stuff, like I said, is not as important as keeping people watching. Do you hear me? Keep people watching. Okay, easier said than done. How do you do that? Well, first of all, you're gonna have to script out your video and make sure that you have the main essential parts in your video, like a hook, the meat and potatoes, which is the content of your video, and then a call to action at the end of your video. So real quick, let's just break down those 3 things. The hook at the beginning of your video is going to be just a short phrase or something you're gonna say that's gonna really engage your viewer and tell them that they're in the right place. Your meat and potatoes, now that's the value, that's the story, that's the education, that's the comedy, that's whatever your video is, that's your meat and potatoes, and it better be good. And at the end of your video, you're gonna have a call to action. And if you're really focused on getting this video ranked, then in that call to action, that end card at the end of your video, we'll talk more about that. You're gonna wanna keep people on the platform watching more of your content. So like I said, you're focused on SEO, you're focused on getting this ranked. Don't go at the end of your video and send them off of YouTube over to a lead magnet or over to some other offer, because that's not going to help your YouTube SEO. Other strategies that you can use to keep people watching is like include B-roll on your video. That will help change the camera view and keep people engaged. Your camera presence, how you are on camera, that's gonna have a lot to do with whether people wanna continue watching. But with all that said, really, the most important thing that's gonna keep people watching is value. It's the content. It's the words that come out of your mouth. So don't wing it, be strategic, and have fun in creating your video. All right, that brings us to step number 3, where you are now going to optimize your video. So you've gone ahead and you've picked your keywords, you've created the video, you've edited it, you've uploaded it, and it's on YouTube. Now it's time to optimize by creating a thumbnail, which is by far the most important part of this step. You want your thumbnails to be bright with a lot of color. You want your thumbnails to have a big face with emotion, expression, and I personally recommend that you include a little bit of text that's going to help evoke emotion and entice the click. So what I mean by that is, instead of saying like YouTube SEO tips, I can use that text to entice the click by instead using text that says something like, need help ranking? That's gonna evoke a response from somebody to say, yeah, I need help ranking, and click. They're gonna click on your video. I mean, I could make an entire video on how to create thumbnails, and I probably will, so look out for that in the future. Besides the thumbnail, now you're gonna need to optimize everything else, which is your title, your tags, and your description. And what you're going to do is make sure to include your main keyword in your title, your main keyword in your description, and preferably at the beginning of your description. And also you're going to want to include it in your tags. Also in your tags, you're going to include a whole bunch of spin-offs of that keyword that are related. And you don't know, maybe you can rank for a search term that you didn't even plan on ranking for. Besides that, you're gonna wanna make sure to set up your end card, like I talked about, to entice people to subscribe to your channel or watch another video. And you also are gonna wanna set up notes. And if you're smart, you might have planned ahead and included some messaging in your video that said something like, go ahead and click on the link on the screen right now if you wanna learn more about thumbnails. That's a good idea because it's only gonna help you get more watch time and help increase that viewer session time. So here we are at step number 4, which is a very important step. No one talks about this. This is a super important step in order to get in that video ranked, and you gotta promote your video after it's live. You gotta go and get it some watch time, get it some views. It's almost like sending backlinks to a website, right? That tells Google that this is a good website because it's getting linked to. So your video is the same thing. If it's getting a lot of views, it's called view velocity in the beginning when it's first released. That's telling YouTube, well, hey, this is a pretty good video. People are sharing it and it's getting views from outside of YouTube, which YouTube loves, right? When we're sending people to their platform to watch ads and make them more money. So it's a good idea that once your video is live that you promote it through any channel that you have. So what does that look like? Well, you can promote it through all of your social media platforms. You can promote it through your website. You can share it all over online forums. Now I know this is not like easy for beginners, right? You don't have an email list, and that's why everyone recommends that you build an email list from day one, because there's gonna be times where you need to leverage that email list in order to help your business. So promote it here, promote it there, promote it everywhere. Just share your video around, and if you're able to garner some views, then it's gonna help out your SEO. And yes, guys, it's important, it's effective. I mean, on my other channel, I garnered over 22 million views, and of those views, 10 million of those views, almost 50% of them, came from search. These are people looking for a solution to a problem, and that's the power of YouTube. You can get your video in front of them at the right place and at the right time. Okay, so what is this evidence or this proof that I've been talking about? Well, the thing is, my buddy Rob, he has a Facebook group. It's called the Content Creators Cafe. It's an awesome group. And in that group, he made a post where he asked everyone to share a screenshot of their traffic sources. So basically what traffic sources are is, where are your views coming from? Like I said, are they coming from suggested? Are they coming from search? Are they coming from an external source, like maybe Facebook sending people over to YouTube? Where are those views coming from? And the cool thing about that post was that 12 different people shared screenshots of their traffic sources, and out of those 12, 10 out of 12 got the most views from search. Most people were getting like 64% of their views coming from search. And even if it was only like 40% from search, they were still getting more views from search than they were from browse, external, or any of the other traffic sources. And really the only reason I bring this up is because I've just heard so many people say that all your views are gonna come from browse, and maybe it depends what kind of content you're creating, but from what I found, and with my personal basketball training channel and the rest of these people that were in that group, most of their views are coming from search. So what does that mean? Well, it means to target search, okay? Create videos based on search terms. And if you do that, you're gonna be able to get more views, make more money. And also I recommend that if you wanna really take this to the next level, then go ahead and check out the video that's on your screen right now. Click that video and let's go ahead and take your channel to the next level together. My name is Augie Johnson with vidchops.com. Thank you guys so much for watching.